Good evening, everyone. Michael Soothing here. I just picked up Siuslaw News. I don't know whether it's pronounced Siuslaw or Siuslaw. It's an Indian name for a local tribe on the Oregon coast. And I haven't looked at it yet, but it caught my eye because it's got a picture of a salmon right there, and it's got a fishing story, perfect catch. And some of you keep telling me you want more fishing stories. If you hear ice cubes rattling in the background, that is my mystery girl, not the house ghost, my mystery girl. It's not my cubes doing it, although I am very hot today. That's why my face is beet red. Oh no, wait, it's the light setting. Well, it's a combination, okay, so. My GF just made a video with a, one of those thermometers that has the little specific gravity glass balls in it, and it's really nice sounds. So I think I'm gonna plagiarize. This ice reminds me a little bit of the sounds. I think I'm gonna plagiarize a little bit and make a similar video, even though it won't be mine. She's done already. Also, I'm gonna eat a little bit of Bazooka bubblegum. Why am I gonna eat Bazooka bubblegum? Wait, let me see if I can shoot a thumbnail. Can you guys hold on a second? Oh, I think it did one. Why will I do Bazooka? Be patient with me, I'm gonna do one more. Siuslaw News, because I have this little camera thing. Okay, so, because the last time I had bubblegum, I said, I can't remember the name of those little packs that I got when I was a kid that come wrapped in little papers with comics inside. And a couple of my subbies said, you were thinking of Bazooka. So here it is, Bazooka. However, I don't know whether they still have comics. Let's find out, because I haven't had one yet. There's the little gum, right there. And it was really hard to unwrap them without tearing the comic. Sometimes it has something in it. Let me see what. It's not a comic strip. It says, now it's questions. I guess a quiz. Do you win something? See what this code unlocks at bazooka.com. Which is not a type of car. Let's see if you subbies know. Dart, Panda, Yeti, Hunchback, and Gremlin. Is there only one right answer? I believe that there is such thing as a Dodge Dart. And I think the Panda is a model in China. I think, and I know, the Gremlin is that old AMC car that had such a bad reputation. And I think the Hunchback is, I think the Yeti is a car, so it's gotta be the Hunchback, right? Do you remember that movie, Young Frankenstein, that I couldn't remember the name of on a previous video? So let's chew this. Check out the paper. Perfect Catch. That's the name of a TV show about crabbing. Is this about crabbing? You know, the house ghost is very good at crabbing, but it has nothing to do with shellfish when she does crabbing. So, shh, don't tell her I said that or she'll be mad, okay? With recreational crabbing opening along the entire Oregon coast, docks at the port of Siuslaw are seeing increased activity among crabbers. The colorful crab pots are near the Icean restaurant. You have to have a valid Oregon shellfish license, available for $9. I'm glad I read this, cuz I have a valid Oregon fishing license, but if I want to go crabbing, I'm going to have to get a shellfish license. OSHA issues a citation for violations at the treatment plant. Is my water safe? Now I'm worried. But what we did was, we bought ourselves a charcoal charged water filter set from Brita, and it seems to work pretty well because when you pour the chlorinated water into it that smells nasty, like a swimming pool, as my GF says. She called it swimming pool water, which I thought was pretty funny. It purifies it, and then it tastes just fine. I think Brita owes me money now for giving them a plug. Maybe I'll contact them. Okay, what else? Obituaries. That's too depressing, don't you think? But I like to see how old these people were, and so hope that they're all older than me, so I can feel like I have longevity ahead. Let's see, this lady was 90-something. Naomi Purcell. How old was this guy? Age 69. Roy something. That guy, and then there's the old lady. Okay, let's not be depressing. Instead, let's take a look at the police log. What kind of crimes are happening in the local area? Nothing serious, I hope. There was an assault. There was a dispute. A hit and run accident. There was a trespass. That was on July 19th. There was a road rage on Highway 101, but no injury. A theft, a warrant, an arrest. No serious crime so far. I'm gonna skim it. You know, they're really boring with their police log here. In my old town, they would tell you the whole story. Who was arrested and what crazy thing they did, right? But here it just says arrest. It's very one sentence. Not so interesting. Are there any good car deals? Yeah. You can get a Ford Focus hatchback. No. You can get a brand new Ford Focus SE sedan for $15,797. And that's a pretty good deal because that's a good car. It handles really well. A little small for me. Or you can get the Fusion, which is a great car, for about $21,000. In Oregon, there's no state sales tax. So in California, if you bought that car, it would cost you about $1,700 in sales tax. We're saving a fortune here because we're buying a bunch of stuff for the house that I'm going to move to with my GF, who's visiting for the summer, and my house ghost. It's getting hot here. It's been cold and windy. I don't like to see this story. Sayusa River Bridge construction will continue. Yeah, that means long delays when you go to try to cross the bridge. One-way traffic control. They've been working on this bridge for about 5 years. And as I said to Scorpio NYT today, as we were crossing it after waiting in line for about 3 hours. Okay, it was only 5 minutes, but it seemed like 3 hours, okay? I said, look there. There's one guy with a little brush rubbing on the concrete of the bridge and 18 people standing around, you know, one-way traffic control signs, and that's how it always is with projects like that. Government projects. Ambulance board. Sayusa Tail Spinners celebrate 25th anniversary. Is that like those little spinner things that you put in your hand? I don't think it is. Somebody, their Spinners organization had a dinner party to celebrate their 25th anniversary. The club members come from all walks of life, with diverse backgrounds, experiences, and views. Oh, very diverse. Look, it's all a bunch of old white people, every last one of them. I'm not sure that's a real definition of diversity, but okay. I'm being a little sarcastic, right? Let's see. Besides, I'm an old white guy, so what else? I don't want to join that group. I'm not good with socializing, especially with older people, because they just bore me to death when they talk. I'd rather be having dental surgery, I think, because at least I wouldn't have to be listening to some little old lady gossiping, or a little old man talking about his five or six different ailments that he's experiencing that day for hours. Of course, my GF is thinking to herself over in the distance, aren't you the guy who keeps talking about that sore hip joint and allergies and stuff all the time, you know? Muscle pain from all the walking we've been doing, Alzheimer's, memory problems. Yeah, so what I love about my GF is she has a great memory, and she likes to, in a very kind way, of course, point out all the inconsistencies in things that I say, because there's quite a few of them. And she'll say, wait a minute, I remember last week when you said, and she'll give me a verbatim quote, right? And I'll think to myself, oh yeah, I remember something like that, but I remember it a little different. And then when she elaborates, I realize that her memory might be better than mine. Future of Medicare. I don't want to think about Medicare. FUUF. There's something profane about this group organization. It's titled F-U-U-F, right? And I'm thinking to myself, discusses loving your life on Sunday. Do I need somebody to tell me how to love my own life? Because if I do, I probably don't have the ability already to love my own life. If I need someone else to tell me how to do it, why not just look around and say, wow, God has blessed me with a beautiful place to live, nature, fresh air, health, good food, people who love me, an income stream. I could go on and on. Sometimes we focus on the wrong things. Like when I'm driving, I told you this before, and the person in front of me is going walking speed in a 65 zone, I get so mad my head's going to explode, and then I need to refocus and say, is this really important when I don't have a deadline? And most of the world is struggling just to survive, and they have problems I can't even imagine. That helps you put life into perspective. Look, it's so hot. When I started this video just a few minutes ago, I already drank the water, and look how much formed from the ice. Is it rude to drink, chew gum, talk, and read the paper all at the same time? If so, just tell me, and I'll do it anyway. Okay, great. This area is flooded with these ATV vehicles, all-terrain vehicles, which we used to call sand buggies and stuff, because it's sand week around here. It's, oh, I forget what they call it, Dune Fest. We have 60 miles of great sand dunes out here. So big RVs and of every kind of description, hauling trailers of ATVs come out. Do you hear that rattling in the distance? I don't know what it is. Must be the mystery woman crinkling. But the crinkling is far away, so maybe it will be relaxing to you. Oh my goodness. I can't eat that. I'm chewing gum. Oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna get those comments like, oh, get a room. Oh, I liked your nice relaxing video, but your GF is giggling and blah blah blah. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do videos my way, as Frank Sinatra would say, because I have to enjoy myself. Otherwise, why do them? All right. Fall salmon season. This was the cover one that caught my eye. This guy that I want to catch and put on my dinner plate. It says, the popular buoy tin fishery at the mouth of the Columbia River. I can't go way up there. That's almost to Washington State. It's the border between. Forecast for Chinook and steelhead. But see, we have salmon and steelhead down here too. I hope to catch one in the fall. Go fly a kite, it says, and help Habitat for Humanity. Saturday, September 9th. You know, they're going to have a kite flying event on the time of the year when there's no wind. The only time of the year when there's no wind here is September. So that's how foolish they picked their date here. Oh, let's do kite flying when there's not even a breeze. And then the poor kids will be like trying to fly their kite and they can't get anywhere. Not too smart. This is what I want to read. On the Bite. And I don't mean the vampire bite. It's the weekly fishing report. Maybe I can find a place to go fishing if it will tell me a good tip. Mid-coast lakes. Olalla Reservoir has been stocked with 50 surplus summer steelhead. You could catch a big fish there. I don't know where that lake is, but I'm going to have to look it up on my map. Let's see what else. Mid-coast lakes have been stocked with trout throughout the spring. Trout stocking is over until the fall, but there should still be some fish around to catch. I missed a lot of the good fishing time because I was so busy with house stuff. But there's always next year, also the fall season. Sayusla. Should be some cutthroat trout around. The limit is 2 per day over 8 inches. Okay, I'll try it and see if I can have any luck. Sea fishing 3B. So there's more. Thank goodness. Wilson River, Coos County Lakes. Oh, aren't they going to tell me the lakes around the mid-county area? They're not giving me Douglas or Lane County lakes. I am so bummed. Pacific Ocean, recreational crabbing, near shore halibut is now open 7 days a week. I caught a tiny salmon when I was casting and retrieving at the Sayusla, but I threw him back, but he was a real pretty little fish. So I told him, go out there to sea, grow up to be 30 pounds, then come back and see me again if you would. Because, I didn't tell him why, I was pretending to be his friend. I don't think he fell for it though. All right, let's see here. ODOT offers travel tips as the eclipse approaches. There's going to be a total solar eclipse here on August 21st. I'm not really telling you this because I don't want you to come out and join the crowds on the Oregon coast and make my life miserable. So don't tell anybody. Shh, our secret. Anyway, they're predicting 1 million visitors to Oregon, a lot of whom will come out here to the coast. The path of totality is pretty narrow, the central Oregon coast. They're expecting highways to be crowded and clogged, but we don't have to drive very far from our place, thankfully. We will leave early in the morning and go to a prime spot, I hope. Expect traffic delays. I've never seen a total solar eclipse. I've seen many partial eclipses, but in a total solar eclipse, you can stare at the sun when it's in totality without your special. We bought special glasses today for the partial part before it's in totality. But when it's in totality, the sun is completely obliterated by the moon right in front of it. And you can see the corona. Look, geek solar glasses. Geek solar eclipse glasses. See? It's like 3D movies, right? Remember? When all the dorks in the audience all have these on. So, we are all prepared, you know. Don't ever look at the sun with just sunglasses. You have to have these very, very dark welder type glasses, or you will damage your eyesight permanently in many cases. That's your health tip for today. And I'm going to do role plays in the future about health stuff. Stay tuned. Okay. Anyway, in a total eclipse, the one thing I'm a little worried about is that the massive megathrust Cascadia fault zone earthquake and tsunami that we know will happen in the next couple hundred years has a somewhat higher probability of occurring during a total solar eclipse. And the reason for that is that the sun and the moon, if they're two balls exerting very strong gravity, let's say my large head is the earth, right? Out in front of my large head, the sun and the moon come together in perfect alignment like that. And that means they're exerting maximum combined gravitational force on the Earth's crust. There will be a super high tide that day and low tide, bigger, way bigger than normal. I'm going to check that out too. But it does increase the probability that that quake could occur. It's unlikely to occur, but it's more likely than on a normal day. So please, if you are so inclined, wish us well that we don't have that quake and tsunami. Because when a tsunami comes and wipes out your house and everything you own, it's kind of a bad day, you know. In fact, I hate it when that happens. You know what I mean? So, coastal gem walkers. What does that mean? Is it a gem club that goes out walking? They invite the public to come walking on Tuesday, August 1st at the Lincoln City Beach. That's tomorrow. The group will meet, I think this is another old person walk, so I'm going to skip it. Not that I have anything against. The comic section has shrunken. There's only 1, 2, 3, there's only like 5 comics now. It's just half a page to show you. And it's still got Popeye on it after all this time. Popeye was in comics all the way back, I think, in the 1930s or something. There were old black and white cartoons of him running before movies that were black and white. And he used to say, Olive. Okay, I'm not going to try to imitate him. Or that Brutus guy. Oh, look. This is what I'm interested in. Oh, it's at the event center, too. Coin and stamp collectors will converge for the annual coin show. When is it? Cheap coin coins. I'm going to have to write this on my calendar. The 21st coin and stamp. Okay, but when? Numismatists, that's what you call a coin collector. A numismatist. Oh, there's, it's still not telling me the date. Oh, there's a second page. The show is on Saturday, August 19th. Is that the day I'm going to see my grandchild? No, I'm not. I'm going to see her on a different day. So I can go to the coin show. Yeah. I want to buy some more silver coins, but not too many. Here's some other events, but I won't bore you with them. Because now I have to see if I can blow a bubble with this gum. I think I need 2 pieces to do it. Yep, I don't have enough. Hold on, I'll chew up another piece really quick, and then we'll close. It's time for my exercise walk. Joanne and I will go out after the sun goes down because it was too hot to walk while the sun was out there blazing down on us. In fact, I think it's too hot to walk even now, the sun down. Chomper challenge. Fold along the dashed lines and put it over your teeth for some deranged dentistry. I was going to say, those teeth don't look very good to me. They call it deranged dentistry. Let's see if 2 gums is enough to blow a bubble. Let me chew it for a minute. Oregon property guy. Look at this nice home sitting right on Wawahink Lake. It's $500,000. But if you had this in California, it would be $3 million instead of $500,000. So it's still a bargain price. Even at that. I just got dizzy. I've been having that problem today. The problem with looking at the real estate ads is that I always get this urge to find something just a little bit better than what I've got. And I don't want to do that because I hate moving. I don't want to move anymore. We're just getting our home ready to move into because I have a problem here with the one we're in with land subsidence. So we just finished putting in all new floors and at the other one, stuff like that, painting. It's a like new home now. I put in a very expensive air conditioning and heating system with a heat pump technology to save energy. Both summer and winter. Let's see if there's any bargains. You could get strawberries 2 packs for $7. We went to the dollar store and they had bags of frozen berries for $1 a piece that are about $3 or $4 at Safeway. So I thought there must be something wrong with this picture. I would say these two are sexy, but they're too muscular. So is that too NSFW for you or not? Siuslaw News. Back to school. Oh no. When you were a kid, didn't these big inserts in the paper strike terror into your heart? Back to school sales. You would say to yourself, oh my gosh, my summer vacation is over. Almost. Let's try to blow a bubble and then I'll go on my walk. I haven't chewed it quite long enough. Let's try again. Okay, I know it was kind of weak, but it was a bubble, okay? So that'll have to do for tonight. My mystery house. I'm not gonna tell. Let's just say the natives are getting restless, so it's time for me to go. But I'll be back with more on another day. Bye-bye, everybody. Don't ASMR and drive. Go visit my GF's channel, Scorpio NYT. If you like McBong, ASMR, and other interesting genres. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.